Boxing fans, this is Kenneth, SBM Boxing. Let's speak boxers. November 11, 2012. Big boxing fights last night. I just want to touch base as far as one of them, Martirosyan versus Lara. Wow, big shocker. A lot of people. Actually, I apologize. I actually was gonna go live and show the results right after the fight or even during the fight, like I usually do. But got a little too, a little too tipsy, a little too drunk, got a little too carried away. So didn't want to go live. Watch some of my videos. There's some videos I even put up because it's kind of reckless. But anyways, let's speak boxing. This fight shocked the world. A lot of shocking. A lot of shocked a lot of critics out there. Obviously, Lara was supposed to hands down destroy Martirosyan. I had my fight prediction, Martirosyan winning by KO. That didn't happen. I kind of predicted he was going to pull it off like in the 9th, 10th round. But it ended up in a technical draw. The winner of this fight was supposed to take on Saul Canelo Alverez, the big dog, but that's not. It looks like that's not going to happen. Like I said, it was accidental headbutt. It stopped, and going into the 9th round, 26 seconds going into the 9th round. So the judges were required to score the 26 seconds. And that's surprisingly, but that's a rule. But it didn't really affect whatsoever the judge's scorecard. The bout was 86-85, Martirosyan. The other judge 87-84 for Lara, and then the other judge was 86-86. Thus, technical draw. All in all, it was a close fight. It was a close fight. But Martirosyan proved to all critics out there, he proved them wrong. Lara was supposed to run through him with ease. He was supposed to completely dominate him. We're talking about Lara. This guy, he doesn't take Canelo Alverez too lightly. He went quote unquote saying that he'll knock him out in 6 rounds. He wants to take on Sergio Martinez. So Lara definitely he has high expectations, a high future, big future ahead of him, and he's calling out the big guns. So Martirosyan was just a small stepping stone that he looked to pound and go over. Walk through like nothing. Like a lot of critics were, I've seen a lot of, I've read a lot, and people had Martirosyan out, But anyways, Lara, Martirosyan supposedly hasn't been tested on a caliber level of a fighter like Lara, But Lara clearly had the speed advantage in the fight. He had the speed advantage, but he lacked the pressure early in the fight. He wasn't pressing whatsoever. It looked like he was actually he wasn't bringing the fight. He wasn't bringing the fight whatsoever. So Martirosyan was definitely the aggressor early in the fight. Lara's left eye started to swell a little bit coming into the 4th, but into the 7th, Lara settled in and started letting his hands go and landed the bigger, cleaner shots. Counters were working for him. I gave Lara the 8th round. The copy box numbers showed that Lara landed more punches, but he failed in the power punches range, which But anyways, it was kind of a toss up for the judges out there. Do I think the judges made a bad call? It just depends on your boxing fans. I can say, hey, you know what, Martirosyan, I seen it as a draw. I didn't see Martirosyan winning the fight. I don't disagree whatsoever. I would call it a draw, but I see why Lara's a little bit upset that he didn't win that fight. But a lot of people had a lot of expectations, high expectations, and it was just one of those. It was like a Pacquiao Marquez type situation that it really depends on what's going on. How do you see it? And a lot of people just had biased opinions. A lot of people were just biased about the fact that a lot of people are rooting for Lara, so they're gonna see Lara's clean shots. They're not gonna see too much of Martirosyan's action whatsoever. A lot of people are going for Martirosyan, so they're not gonna see too much action from Lara, and they're gonna see Lara actually running around, running from him, and not being the aggressor whatsoever. But let's talk about Lara and his future as far as quote unquote saying, is he ready for Canelo Alverez? He's gonna knock Canelo Alverez in the 6th round. I know styles make fights. From what I seen last night, things is gonna be trouble. It's gonna be trouble. I see Canelo Alverez having to dig deep, but I see Canelo Alverez completely dominating Lara. He's not ready for him right now. I see the potential, but as of right now, he needs to step up his boxing game, because right now it's just he's not ready for Canelo Alvarez. At least until he puts on a better performance. He's definitely not ready for Sergio Martinez. So he has potential, but he needs to hold off on his comments. You know, I like him as a fighter. He's growing and stuff. You know, just like Mayweather. Mayweather's cocky, but he backs it up. You know, Adrian Broner. He speaks his mouth, he speaks his mind, but he's been backing it up. Nonito Donaire, you know, he's a little arrogant or whatever, but he backs it up. You know, Lara, you know, he's a little confident as well, which doesn't bother me whatsoever, but just back it up, you know. But anyways, guys, this is Kenneth with SBM Boxing. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think Lara won the fight? If not, do you think he's ready for Canelo Alvarez? Do you think he's ready for Sergio Martinez? Do you think Lara's going to knock out Canelo Alvarez in the 6th round like he said he would? But anyways, guys, subscribe, friend request. Have a good one.